Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 23 and another part of the Immersive Driver Career Mode with Alfa Romeo. Today we have the Season 1 finale in Abu Dhabi, and I just want to say before we continue, thank you for your incredible support in Season 1. Big day for me tomorrow with the release of F1 Manager 2023. It was a massive success on the channel last year. I really wanted to do well again, so any support that you can give would be really appreciated. Shares, likes, views, you know, anything you can do to try and help out the channel tomorrow. It's a massive day for me, so fingers crossed it will all go well. I'm honestly baffled because it says contract renewal on the 20th of November. Now, I don't know if that's just a contract renewal for one race or for next season. We'll have a little look at it in a minute, but yeah, it's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Where does it say? Does it say anywhere where our contract runs out? Is that on corporate contracts? Expires Monday the 20th of November. Oh my god. Oh, so I don't think we're going to be racing for Alfa Romeo in this final race. Oh my god, it's so glitchy, this game, isn't it? It's such a shame. We are going to put in the new engine regardless, and we'll have a little look at... I'm assuming that's the best component that we have. And gearbox-wise, we'll go there. I'm assuming we've got no R&D to do. That's all looking good, so I guess we'll just find out what's going to happen here.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select, as while you will receive acclaim for beating them, you'll lose acclaim if you fail to do so.
I have no idea. Fernando Alonso's gone. There you go. So that kind of answers the question. So it's all just taking place, hasn't it? Oh my god. Right. Alfa, Aston Martin. I guess this is what we have to do. They might not even accept us.
Great.
Oh, they have.
Happy to enter into negotiations.
Very good.
With us.
Let's go for a medium risk. Hey, there we go. So we are now going to be at Aston Martin, I believe. Yeah, Monday the 10th of July. So it is what it is. I guess we're going to get a preview towards next season. Now I can particularly do about that. Yeah, we'll head into it.
The contract renewal window has opened. We can try and renegotiate for a better deal with our current team.
Oh, this is bizarre. This is really bizarre. So, Hulkenberg. Whoa, what's going on? So Hulkenberg is the second driver at Aston Martin. What's happened here? So yeah, Hulkenberg's joining us, which I'm elated about. Albon's gone to Haas. Right, so Magnussen's gone to Alfa Romeo. Nick de Vries is gone. Who else has come in then? Who else has come in? Can we have a look at season results? Is that where we're going to see it? So de Vries is gone. Alonso's gone. We've gone over to Aston Martin. This is bizarre. What a season finale we are about to have. Let's go then. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, folks. But obviously, we were planning on moving to Aston Martin for season 2 anyway. So, yeah, I didn't know that this was a thing. Let me know if you've had that glitch as well. But that is pretty pathetic, isn't it?
Just the person I want to see. I'm Andrea. I'm the head of R&D for the team. So get used to hearing a lot from me. Your workstation's set up and ready for you, so get settled in because we have a lot of work to do. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And welcome to the team.
Okay, so Albon's replaced Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg's I've replaced Stroll. Stroll's gone to Alpha Tauri, apparently. Okay. And Guan Yu Zhou is back. He has replaced Alex Albon there. Okay. So, very interesting. Yeah, we will see how it goes at this Grand Prix. And I'll see you for qualifying. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish off the season with a good result. Fernando Alonso won his final ever race in Las Vegas. Isn't that amazing? Right, let's get into qualifying. Welcome along then to Abu Dhabi for an hour of qualifying at the finale of the 2023 season. I tell you what, this Aston Martin car, it feels good. We are in a very, very good place with this car. I feel like we can definitely be very, very quick with it. We were quick in first practice, and I'm expecting to be rapid in qualifying as well. Here is our setup. I got this one off f1laps.com, and it seems to be working well so far. Interesting to see what the AI do with their engines. You know, this is a real insight into what they do. They tend to run it down to zero almost, and you know, Alonso certainly had two virtually fresh engines by the last race of the season, which I find fascinating that they don't change their engine like the rest of us do. But hopefully the car is in good shape, and as I say, we should be in a really, really strong position going into this Grand Prix. Interestingly, Nick de Vries seems to be back. I don't really know why. Did he go to Haas? Hulkenberg, yeah. Stroll. I'm looking for Stroll. Did he make it? I think he did. Yeah, I'm not sure who we're missing, if I'm honest. Who's at Haas with Hulkenberg? Magnussen, Sonoda and Stroll. Obviously Alonso we're missing. Zhou Guan Yu returned. So who else has gone? Or has nobody gone? Maybe nobody's gone. I don't know. Nick de Vries at Haas anyway. Right, let's get ourselves into qualifying. I'll take you on a lap in this beautiful Aston Martin car, and we'll see where we end up. I have bumped up the difficulty quite a bit, so it might be too much. I have no idea, but after our last couple of qualifying performances, we'll be absolutely top by a second in this Aston Martin if we were doing that in the Alfa Romeo. So I'm hoping that ramping up the difficulty will sort us out a little bit. But here we are, starting the lap. Nicely breaking down into turn one, but you can just see we've got so much more grip and so much more confidence in being able to point this car where we want it. And I'm confident Nico Hulkenberg, who has been an excellent qualifier for Haas this season, I'm confident he's going to be absolutely unstoppable in this Aston Martin as well. So we could really make this team awesome going into next season. I don't know how well developed the car will be. Obviously we're losing quite a bit in the durability department, which I suppose won't matter too much. Goodness me, we nearly lost our time there, so that's going to be nearly half a second, I would imagine, that we've just lost through that corner alone. We're coming through sector 2 now, and you can see that's not purple. But this section is just absolutely awesome in this Aston Martin. It is an absolute beast of a car. And you know, at the end of the day, it won the last Grand Prix for Fernando Alonso, so it's definitely quick. And you can see we have visibly caught up to our teammate on this very lap. This is still going to be a huge lap from us, and here we come up to the line. What's it going to be? It's a 1:22.1, which is the fastest lap of the qualifying so far, and I would imagine by quite a significant amount. Where did Hulkenberg end up? Norris has gone P2. Hulkenberg currently 19th, so I'm assuming he's on a flyer at the moment, but we'll see when he comes across the line. So we'll return to garage. We'll have a little look. I mean, let's have a little gander at the times. Yeah, about a tenth quicker than Lewis Hamilton. And Hulkenberg only 14th, so that's a bit disappointing from him. Yeah, Zhou, De Vries, Stroll, they're all very, very slow. I mean, Sargent out-qualifying Zhou Guan Yu at the moment. Right, let's whack on the mileage. I don't think we're going to be in any trouble of making Q2, so I can stay in the garage and save that set of tyres. But absolutely, I mean, our car is one of the best on paper, so we should really be in the battle for pole position. I think we ended up third in the end there. Let's have a little look, and there we are. Wow, did Nico Hulkenberg go out? No, he got through just as Logan Sargent, Oscar Piastri, Zhou Guan Yu, Lance Stroll and Nick De Vries all out in qualifying. We comfortably through, although having said that, look at Sainz, 21.7. This is certainly not over yet. And here we are then, flying through the final couple of corners. I think this is going to be comfortably through to Q3. We head up to the line and it's a 121.9, which puts us 5th at the moment, to be fair.
Okay, we've only
not
got
quite hitting the times that I'm expecting. We do have an extra set of soft tyres that we saved from Q1, so it might be a case of having to go out again. Well, we've cut the corner, and that means we're not going to improve on this lap. Could be a bit of a shocker, but we'll use this as a bit of a practice for the race. Sorry, the Q3 pole position lap. Need to get through here unscathed, on the power nice and early, and you can see actually we were slower through there than we were last time. But overall we are a little bit quicker. I'm trying to hang it through here. That's nice, that was nice. You can see about a tenth of a second up. Well, this is going to be not quite enough to improve. It's a good little run out for the final qualifying session, and we are through in P5 nice and comfortably. Don't know how Nico Hulkenberg has got on there. Hopefully he's got into the top 10. Has he? Let's have a look. No, he's out in P13. That's a shame. That is a big shame, but it's going to be a pretty big battle for pole position. Obviously, Max Verstappen, championship leader at the moment by 17 points. Can he take pole position, or will Lewis Hamilton strike back? Scrub tyres then for our first pole position run. And we come round the final corner and up to the line. So 122.0 puts us 7th at the moment. Going to need a lot better if we want to be getting on to pole position. Hamilton ahead of Verstappen at the moment, but be interesting to see on the second runs how people get on. We're 9th out of 10 at the moment. Everybody always brings their best game for Q3. We have got a bit of underbody damage there actually, which is a bit annoying. Well, not often do you come across the perfect lap, but this has very much been the perfect lap. Just one more corner to go and we head up to the line, and it's 1.2 seconds quicker, and it's enough for P2. Not quite enough for pole position, but wow, that was a huge lap from us there. My goodness me. And into the 20s, I think, in the end. But George Russell quicker. Mr. Saturday, as he's known.
Lewis Hamilton.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Well, Lewis Hamilton starts P3 in a quest for his 8th world title. Max Verstappen, in a quest for his 3rd world title, starts P5. He'll be looking for a strong start tomorrow, but we look good. I'm surprised at how quick George Russell was. I cannot believe he's managed to outfox us at the end there. 20.7. That's huge. There was no more time in it for us, but well played, George Russell. And a British 1-2-3 going into the final race of the season.
Welcome to the Yas Marina circuit for the finale of another thrilling Formula One season. It's been a breathtaking year, and we end it at a track that's been the scene of many glories and heartbreaks over its history. It's time to end the season in style. It's time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We have 16 corners here at Yas Marina circuit, 7 to the right and 9 to the left. It's a total lap distance of 3.28 miles, 2 long straights and overtaking opportunities throughout the lap. We expect average speeds of around 123 miles per hour. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and the captain completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, Verstappen, Norris, Gasly, Sainz, Leclerc, Magnussen, Albon, Hulkenberg, Bottas, Tsunoda, Sargent, Oscar Piastri, Joe, Ocon, Stroll, and Nick de Vries. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Well, here we go then for the final race of the season.
Hard season. We're almost at the end, but we cannot switch off until after that checkered flag today. Let's try and end today's race on a high note.
I'm going to put a bit of extra fuel in. Oops. To help us out. That's fine. I think we want to be starting on the mediums, ending on the softs, like has been so successful this season for us. Let's go for that. Brand new set of softs towards the end of the race. I think that's going to be a very, very good strategy. So here we go then, into the final race of the season. Wow, look at that, Russell. Whoop. A little bit of anti-stall there.
Good, but we need to learn the gears. So go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
So we just got to make sure we are clean around the first few laps. I think we have got the pace to absolutely stay with them. I think it'll be interesting to see what our race pace is like. You know, our pace should be good. You know, with the Alfa Romeo, it was the second worst car, and we were scoring points with it. We shouldn't be falling like a stone in this Grand Prix, I don't think. Hamilton on the soft tyres, so he's surely going to make a lightning start. And that's obviously the approach he's going for. Russell on the hards, trying to help out his teammate, I presume. You know, he's ridiculously fast. But we are the unknown factor. Of course, we've not won our Grand Prix yet. We have had a couple of podiums this season, which has been awesome, but we have not won a Grand Prix yet. Despite a couple of pole positions. But it is going to be very, very interesting to see how this first lap goes. feel like we're going to make the jump on Russell because he's on the hard tyres. But is Hamilton going to be able to take advantage from P3 on the grid? He may well do. So here we go. Oh, Hamilton goes past us. We're taking our time. We're on the inside line going into turn 1 as well. So, can angle it slightly towards Russell, but not a lot. And there we go.
Parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
So here we go then.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is full.
Let's get into this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the final race of the season. Is lights out and away we go. Excellent start off the grid for George Russell on those hard tyres. He comes over to defend as Lewis Hamilton flies round the outside of turn 1. We actually lose a position for one of the first times this season from the grid. And, well, hopefully we'll be able to hold off Max Verstappen here and help out Lewis Hamilton, our compatriot, in his battle with Max Verstappen. Max is going to have a look straight away here. He's using a bit of ERS as Hamilton looks like he's going to be taking the lead of the Grand Prix. We hold off Max Verstappen. As there were some yellow flags behind. As Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Perez has passed his teammate Max Verstappen, surely not for long. But we're going to just check the car, check that it's got no damage, and it doesn't. So now we can just settle into this race. Hamilton leads, Russell in second. We are in third as it stands for Aston Martin. And Verstappen is in fourth ahead of Perez. Now then, this is where we can start closing up on George Russell. We are in the rhythm of the Grand Prix. I couldn't quite believe that we lost a position at the start, especially to Russell. Thought we would definitely get past him. Hamilton made a lightning start as we expected him to, and he's now surely going to waltz off into the distance. But Verstappen was very rapid behind us as well. See, we are closing in on George Russell. What's really important is that we get a good exit from here, and that's exactly what we get. And now a little bit of an ERS press, and this has got to be our chance now to get past the man from Kings Lynn. And that was just silly. Well, we've been plagued with incidents like that throughout the second half of this season, and that kind of just sums it up, doesn't it? So now we go a fight back through the field. That should have been second place. We've probably just stuffed it up for Lewis Hamilton in the championship as well, because Max Verstappen now is going to have his teammate.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it
never mind. I just wanted a nice incident-free race. Well, here we go. Oscar Piastri trying to get past him. It's very, very difficult to overtake here, isn't it? But we tried our best there. Yeah, well, this time we were coming through no matter what, and we are through.
Nice move.
So,
good job.
Up to P14 now. Teammate Hulkenberg, he's absolutely flying. He's into the top 10. Good to see. Hamilton still leading the race, absolutely dominating the race, some may say. And we have DRS on Logan Sargent here. And we have passed Logan Sargent, and now coming up on our old car, Kevin Magnussen, he's next.
After that, I've got some options for you, so go and check your MFD.
Well, I assume we don't have damage, that's fine. I'm going to come in a lap earlier though to put on the soft tyres. Try and undercut some guys. But that was a very, very bold move on Magnussen, but that's kind of what we can afford. But we're doing well. It's just a shame we can't show our pace out front where I think it's deserved.
Yellow flag.
Ooh, we got yellow flags up ahead. What's happened? That's Bottas. Oh, he's had an engine failure. Former teammate now.
Bottas. They're retiring from the race.
Is there going to be any sort of repercussions for that? I don't think so. We are absolutely attacking. Well, this has got to be a great opportunity to get past Gasly here. We're okay, I think. Oh, that was risky round the outside there. We've now used both of our track extension warnings. Seemed a bit unfair. We were forced wide there, but I suppose we could have backed out of it. Now just behind Alex Albon.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Hulkenberg isn't too far up the road. Up in P7. Very good race for him so far. Started 12th, of course. DRS enabled, and we pull to the inside and we make the move stick. Oh! Wow, what on earth happened there? I would love to see what happened here, because we had the line, and wow, what was happening here? Did we pull across him? Let's have a look at this. No, I mean, he literally turns into us. Look at that. What was he doing? And he just gets away with it. Unbelievable. Alright, well, back down to 14th now.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
I'm going to come in this lap. No, we're not. That would be silly to come in this lap, really. Because we'd never get the... Unless we move on to the hard tyres, but... I think we're good. Just going to have to suck it up, I suppose. But yeah, 2 spins in this race at the same corner. 50-50. One was our fault, the George Russell one. That one, Kevin Magnussen literally turned in. It wasn't Kevin, it was Albon. Literally turned into us. Really not good. So what we're really hoping for now is the safety car, I suppose. There's a 3-second penalty for us as
I'm
well.
afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last
It's
incident.
all
mate.
going wrong. Okay, here we are then, into the pits. And, well, let's see how we get on in this pit lane. First pit stop for Aston Martin, and we are away with our soft tyres on.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
And now we gotta push hard to get back into this race and get something out of it. 16th position we're in at the moment. Chance to close in on Oscar Piastri here. Piastri being passed by Zhou Guanyu. This has got to be a good chance to get past here. Have we lost a bit of front wing there? Nearly. Brake tested by Oscar. Nothing we could do to avoid that, and I just feel like we're not meant to get any sort of result today. And here we go. We're going to be pushed right up against the wall again. It's just bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Yep, that time we go through nicely.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
Very good. We've got DRS to pull away.
15.9 seconds.
Well, I can only assume we must have some damage because we are just shredding time to Kevin Magnussen in front in the Alfa Romeo. I just have no idea what's going on. We're not pulling away from Piastri at all. It's just been awful, really. Yeah, as I say, we must have some sort of damage. I can't see it on there, but the car is not going at any sort of speed, and we are just struggling. And I think it's not going to be long before Piastri actually passes us here. And yeah, I just don't understand. You can see how far Magnussen is getting ahead. We can barely get it round the corners anymore. Yeah, this is just going to be a really odd end to the season, really. Of course, we have had some incidents today, but I feel like it would be a bit harsh for us to finish last.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Can't understand what's gone on. I can't understand what we can do from here to turn this around. But we've got 5 laps to go here, and we're just every lap we're getting worse. There goes Piastri, trying to let him have the DRS.
Come on, you can win that place back.
So we can at least try and stay ahead of him, but a 3-second penalty anyway. And that curb's not going to help us. DRS again. I mean, Lewis Hamilton is absolutely dominating this race, but I don't think he's going to manage to win the World Championship. He's going to get 26 points, I think. But Max Verstappen is in the top 4. He's going to win his 3rd world title. There's no doubt about that. We just cannot hold on to this car at all. It has just lost. Must have lost something in one of the incidents. A little bit of front wing, a little bit of underbody, side pod. Oh dear. Well, we might well retire the car here, because there's not much point in continuing at this stage. I think the car is just bust. We'll try and get one more overtake in this season. One on Nick de Vries here. But even that's going to be very, very difficult. It was so racy at the start of this race and we looked so good. But now all of a sudden we just can't even pass Nick de Vries. That kind of says it all, doesn't it? As I say, we'll try and get one more overtake in this season and then probably just retire it. We can afford to push the limits a couple more times.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now.
So yeah, it's all gone horribly wrong in this final race. Could have been so good. Could have been up there in the championship picture. I'm trying to help Lewis Hamilton win.
The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
Got DRS, that's going to get us close, but I don't think it's going to be the cigar that we need. Yeah, too far back. And here goes Tsunoda. That's just rubbing salt in the wound, isn't it? So we are gonna leave the car over in this escape road over here, and we'll end our season on a damn squib. But it's been a good first season, but not the way we wanted our debut at Aston Martin to go. Well, hopefully that isn't a sign of things to come.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed.
Boo.
It might have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level at the very top is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. Victory today then, but bittersweet emotions, I'm sure, as the championship slips through their fingers. Even so, what a fantastic final race of the season this was. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Well, Max finished third in the end. Oh, second, actually. Finished ahead of Russell. Wow. Unbelievable. Well, there you go. Well done to all three drivers finishing on the podium. Where did Nico Hülkenberg finish? 7th. Awesome.
And we crown
Awesome for him.
new World Drivers Champion. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. And it's another title in the bag for Red Bull after a long and hard-fought season. They've built an astonishing car this year, and the glory they'll be taking back to Milton Keynes is fully deserved. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, there you have it then. That is where we leave this season behind. We finish in 8th place in the drivers. Hülkenberg finishes 15th. Good points today, helping him get up the standings. Bottas manages to finish 13th in the end, and Zhou Guan Yu makes a 21st spot in the championship. 4th is secured for Aston Martin. 5th for Alfa Romeo. Very, very good to see. Let's push on then, as Max Verstappen is the new world champion. Okay, let's continue on. And I think that is going to be everything there. And then we have got some upgrades coming, which is beautiful. We'll advance that on towards the end of the season. And of course, we will pick this up
come through the fabrication process.
next time
We'll
out.
have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
You can see in a very good position with our car. We have got more upgrades on the way as well. I think it's going to be an excellent season next year, ourselves and Hülkenberg. I think that's going to be a very, very good partnership, and hopefully we can get ourselves going quickly, and not have as many DNFs, not as many rookie errors. We could have finished with over 100 points this season had it not been for that. But hey, it's been a very good first season. 8th place in the driver's standings, and we go into our new team looking to get stronger into the next season. So that's where we'll leave it for now. Season 1 is done, and Season 2 will be back soon after, of course, F1 Manager 2023. Just a reminder, that's coming out tomorrow. The Williams Road to Glory will be starting. I cannot wait for that. So if you have enjoyed this video, then give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.